grab a Coke, find that old VHS. We're diving deep in cheesy flicks. Yeah, we're on a vintage quest. Not low on views, but high on laughs. Let's give these films a cheer. Cult classics, flops and duds, there are topics on here. The Ejectables, rolling back the years, celebrating movies that no one else cheers. From downright bad to epic fails, we say it's all good. The Ejectables, yeah, they're misunderstood.
Welcome to The Ejectables. This is the show where movie enthusiasts Bill and Ian join forces with a weekly rotating guest to celebrate movies that we feel have been unjustly panned by the critics or sadly ignored and forgotten by audiences. Today's guest
This is a little bit of a grudge match because I've had beef with you for about 20 years. You called my dad a jabroni at a taping of Raw about 20 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So are you. You're a jabroni too.
Tom writes and interviews people for IGN. Though he has not had the pleasure to chat with Penn, he made a movie, St. Osmond's, with Hostien. It was scary found footage made back then. Tom knows lots about movies, he don't pretend. He's on the Ejectables today, so welcome him.
Tom Jorgensen, welcome to the show.
I have never been played on with the story of my life before. Oh my God, what a
We
pleasure
didn't
to be
miss a
talking to you
detail.
guys. Oh my
Everything
God, that's all of
was
it.
in there. That's
Yep.
it.
That's the whole thing. Nothing else.
Yeah, there's nothing else to learn. I want to get to, so you, as it says there, that video that Bill made, you have worked for IGN, and your most recent review was for a movie that I personally thought was god-awful. What did you think of this movie?
Evil Dead Burn. My thoughts are out there on it. I gave it a 5 out of 10. As somebody that loves
Which
the
is
Evil
so
Dead movies,
generous.
truly. I think that if you're going in for like a very visceral body horror type experience, if you want to see the worst things possible happen to a human body, it's a great movie for you. But if you're a
Sounds
big
like it's for
Evil
Bill.
Dead fan, then maybe you'll have a little bit more of a mixed reaction to it like I did. But a lot of people are liking it, so who knows?
Out of my mind. I was so bored. I'm like, there's nothing for my brain to engage. And I love Evil Dead movies, and this was so terrible. But go
Well, the
see
nice
it,
thing is
everyone.
we have another one coming out like next year. Evil Dead Wrath is already wrapped, so we get another bite. We get another bite at the apple very soon.
I hope it actually feels like an Evil Dead movie. We'll see.
I hope that too.
The Mummy, though, is pretty good. If we're going to talk Evil Dead movies that aren't Evil Dead movies.
I have not yet caught Lee Cronin's The Mummy, and please give it the full title it deserves.
I'm sorry, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's
Yeah,
so
what's
funny.
with you, Ian?
I'm sorry. It's fun. That one I enjoyed. So you've worked for IGN for like 46
Yes.
years now.
Something
What does
like
that job entail? So you write interviews, you interview people, and you have to go everywhere.
I do, yeah. I mean, I wear many hats at IGN. I do on-camera hosting. I write features and reviews for movies like Evil Dead Burn. And yeah, interviews. We've got San Diego Comic-Con coming up in just a couple weeks here as we're taping this, and that's going to be a whole mess of cool stuff. And yeah, it's always a
cool.
different day at the job. Yeah.
Can we give any previews of anyone you're going to talk to? I won't spoil anything.
I think the big one. I think we can probably. When does this come out?
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
I
Tuesday.
think
Thursday.
I think
Tuesday.
I'll be one of those days. Is it a day that ends in Y? I'll say this: if you're a fan of '90s punk bands that have totally, yes, Shania Twain.
Oh.
I'm interviewing a '90s punk band who I think pretty much anyone that grew up in that time would be pretty excited to be in the same room with. So
Dixie
I'll tease
Chicks?
that. It's the Dixie Chicks.
Yes!
Well, just
Oh.
the Chicks. Just the Chicks now. They changed.
Oh, sorry.
They
Bill.
changed it.
Sorry, they changed it.
They changed it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Because of you, we have a very special episode this week.
Movies with aliens.
So we are going to introduce you, which is kind of appropriate for what you just mentioned for your next interview for your IGN. We have, well, look.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Do not eject it! Do not eject! Do not eject this! Do not eject this!
That's
We
the name
have
I'm
a
interviewing.
resident. We have a resident punk rocker who's like a baby. Yeah, it's the next
Bless him.
generation.
What's his name? What's his name? Does he have a name?
I want you to name him. What's his name?
His name is Little Dumpy.
Little Dumpy. We need to write that
Little
down.
Yeah.
You remember that, Bill? Little...
I remember Little Dumpy. I don't think you need to write it down.
I'm old. I'll forget. You're going to forget too. He's like, what time is it today? He asked me like 47 times.
50.
It's at 1 p.m. And who shows up at 1:10? I'm
107.
Oh
Okay,
man, we're
that's-
airing the dirty laundry. Oh, I love it. Oh man, we're getting into it.
Okay, so
It's okay.
our-
Ian's like, I can only do it Sunday between 1 and 1:46. Oh, wait.
it's
I'm
because I
going-
have church.
I'm going to buy strawberries. Can we do it Wednesday at 10 a.m. now?
I'm going to Lindsey Graham's funeral. Come on. Give me a minute here.
Political. Way to be political.
I'm not being political. I'm respecting him.
Okay, Mark,
Ian, do we want to, before we get too deep into this, do we want to kind of set the table for how we know each other?
Oh, yes. Well, sort of.
Unless
said
I'm getting
in
ahead
that-
of something.
No, but it's a little bit said in that intro video.
That's true. Yeah.
But
yeah.
this is how we know each other.
Oh, you do it? Oh, I got mine.
What?
And mine is signed. Ooh. This
What?
for anyone that's listening to audio, what we're doing is we're holding up the DVD of the movie that Ian and I made together in the year
And
of
his
our
brother's
Lord,
on the cover.
2013. My brother Taylor Jorgensen.
Taylor
the
Jorgensen.
Incomparable. It's St. Osmond's.
You can find it on YouTube.
Tubi. It's no, it's not on YouTube anymore because it got acquired for distribution.
Oh,
it's on
cool.
Tubi and like streaming services like that.
Oh,
if you
no
search
way.
St. Osmond's, you can watch it. Yeah.
way to be on top of it, Ian.
I'm sorry. We haven't seen
Never
each other
checks
in
the
like
name.
years.
It's funny. Yeah. What's really funny though is that Ian and I this is the longest conversation Ian and I will have had probably since we made that movie, and yet
Not
You're
forever.
lucky. You're lucky.
But we've never felt far from each other. I think we're always checking in on each other like pretty regularly and making sure life's going good. And yeah, there's never too long without one of us
I
dropping.
feel you're there. I feel that you're there.
Yeah.
Just like you, Bill. I feel you're there too. No, it's funny because Bill and I have been hosting this for 2 years now?
Too long?
But Bill and I had not seen each other since 2017, and we hung out for the first time in forever just last month. And we went
Wow, look at you guys
skydiving.
go.
Yeah, it was scary. but
Beautiful.
He held on to me the whole way down. It was real. That was real. But okay, I'm sorry. Little Dumpy wanted you to talk.
Let's talk about movies.
Wait, Little Dumpy asked that you would present your film. What is it, Tom?
My film, I am so excited to talk about this movie today. This is one of my favorite, really one of my favorite movies the last 5 or 6 years or so. It's called The Vast of Night. It is directed by Andrew Patterson, also written by him under a pseudonym. And it's quite appropriate to how you and I met, which was through independent film, Ian.
Or Alien.
Which
Did
is
alien shit with probes?
No. I was thinking about it more in the production aspect, but sure,
Oh, okay.
as we all know, you are an alien freak.
I am.
But no, this is a movie that was made for about $700,000 or something like that, under $1 million for sure. So very appropriate with Obsession and Disclosure Day, also sort of out there in the ether as like a low budget movie and a big budget sci-fi movie. And what I think The Vast of Night does so incredibly well is it really creates this amount of Spielbergian wonder on a zero budget, and that's one
Which
of the reasons
can't do anymore.
I love it.
Well, here's the
You
trailer.
can make that argument.
Let's watch the trailer and we'll come back and talk about it.
Number, please.
Hello? Large object hovering over my land like a tornado. like to tell us about yourself?
I don't know.
Cool. Aren't you like some big science girl? Tell me about science. We got a sound we'd like to play that seems to be bouncing around the valley tonight.
I can tell you what's going on.
It was coming from thousands of feet higher than anything could fly.
They've liked this place. They always have.
What? We followed it from Cold Canyon. What's he doing here? He's helping me. Stop smiling.
Hey, come on.
Something's up there now.
Everett, take the wheel! There's something in the sky.
Tom, why this movie?
Why this movie? I have nothing but respect for a movie that can do a high concept on a low budget and do it well. And I think that a lot of that comes with really managing what your approach to the material is going to be. And we should probably set the table for what The Vast of Night is about. The Vast of Night takes place, I believe, in like the early 60s in Cayuga, Texas, pretty close to the border there. And it is about these two young people in the town, Faye and Everett. Everett works for the local radio station. Faye, I believe, is still in school. They're pretty close in age and they're friends. And it's what happens when one night in town, while everybody's at a basketball game, some weird signal, there's some weird reports of maybe something in the sky and some strange sounds coming over the airwaves at Everett's radio station. And what unfolds is this really slow burn, probing, to keep it in the alien parlance, of what this is, and perhaps other people that have been affected by these aliens in the past. And it's a really understated approach to an alien invasion or an alien abduction story, and it's also done with such such genuine emotion too. And it really captures this small town feel of all these people who are contending with things that are so much bigger than themselves. And I think that's all done so well in scenes that are largely dialogue. Like it could be a play. This movie is a very dialogue heavy. It's not action heavy. That's not what this is. And so, yeah, I picked it because when you told me like an underrated or an underloved movie is something we'd want to talk about tonight, it's the first one that I think of in the last few years. It released in the height of the COVID pandemic. So there were a lot of things kind of coming out at home right then, and, maybe hard to catch everything. But this is one that I always tell people, no, that one's worth going back and checking out for sure.
Was it originally written as a play, or was it always intended to be a film? Do you know?
I believe it was always intended to be a film, but I think the director has talked about the fact that he did really want to make sure that it would function as like a play or like a podcast. The oral experience, the audio experience of the movie is incredibly important and really intentionally done. There are long scenes where it's like one guy calling into the radio station and talking for like 20 minutes about an encounter he had when he was in the army as a young man. And that's matched with some really smart filmmaking choices on Patterson's part to build tension out of those long dialogue scenes. It's really captivating, the entire thing, I think.
In that regard, it reminded me, and Bill might agree, with talk radio, where they would have, I don't know if you've seen that, Oliver Stone. No, where the people would call in and you get these long stories and you'd really visualize. And it really added to the, I don't know, it added to the tension of the film, which I think it works here. And like you said, that atmosphere of the times on this budget, it's amazing. But I think what really makes this movie are those two lead performances. They are
incredible.
Good. And the dialogue they have so much dialogue. That girl is so freaking great.
Yeah, actress named Sierra McCormick plays Faye, and I believe Jake Horowitz is the name of the actor that plays Everett. And that's the other thing about this movie that is totally unmissable is those central performances. They are so naturalistic and quick with each other, and the chemistry is wonderful. There's a little bit of like a romantic backbeat to what they're doing, and it really helps the whole coming of age story really come through. You really get that through those two and how they're reacting to the situation.
It's a great pick. What'd you think, little Bill Narducci?
So we've done 84 ejectables, and our guests, there's only been one other movie where I go, this is a great fucking movie. And this movie is one of the best movies I've seen in a while. The other one was a Father Goose. Was that the other ejectable pick?
Well, you just did like a week or two ago. You really liked a pick. Wait, but it's true. You don't say this a lot.
What did I do a week ago?
I forget what it was. Someone else's pick, and you're like, oh, that's one of the best ones since Father Goose. So we have like 3 movies. Yeah, you did. I forget what it was. I'll look it up while you talk.
Tom, I was so pissed off about this theme because I hate sci-fi. And right away, you could tell it's beautifully shot. And what is this person doing now? I mean, they should be getting, big movies. It's crazy.
His latest
they do
quite a response.
Yeah, his new movie is called, I believe it's the something Amziah King. It's
The Rivals of Amziah King.
The Rivals of Amziah King. So it's a Netflix film that's coming out starring Matthew McConaughey. And I can't exactly remember what the pitch of that thing is, but it sounds really good. And it comes out, I think, next month.
Yeah, and it was Be Kind Rewind was the other one.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So 3 movies out of 84 have been.
I'll take it.
One's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I love that the pacing is so refreshing. Not to be like, especially if you look at something like Evil Dead Burns, where it's just like, oh, it's like 2000 or 1999, like editing. It's just like, but this was a nice.
It's incredibly intentionally paced. That is the entire
and it's so beautifully shot.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's luscious.
We have to talk about. There's one when we talk about how well this movie is shot. There's one shot in this movie that's kind of one of the best shots I've seen in any movie in the last few years. Which is, we always talk about how oneers are this big thing now in film. Like everyone wants to do these one long takes and really impress people with that. This movie has a oneer that runs from the telephone switching room where Faye sort of works. She's the operator for the town. She's the one connecting all the calls. That's why she's hearing some of these calls come in about the aliens that may be in town. There's a shot that runs out of that building all the way through this small town. No cuts. All the way to the gym where the basketball game is happening, and then all the way out to the radio station where Everett is also, kind of hearing things come over the waves. And it is so great. It not only establishes how small this town is and what their focus is. Everybody in town is at the basketball game, but like 2 or 3 other people essentially,
and a choreography to make that work. I was wondering if it was a camera trick or are there hidden edits in there?
I think there are a couple of hidden edits, but they're done. I'm a stickler for catching that stuff. Yeah. And when I watch this, like I can kind of see the seams, but like it's so well designed that it doesn't bump you at all.
Okay, that was impressive. Anything else you would like to say about this film before we move on?
I would say that if you like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, I think this is a movie that you really can't miss. This is really a modern day, in the same way that Close Encounters of the Third Kind is about Richard Dreyfuss's character, Ray Neary, really coming to grips with like what phase of life he wants to enter and like what his priorities are, and externalizing that through the sort of alien narrative there. The Vast of Night is a coming of age story, and it is about these 2 people who are deciding what they want to do with the rest of their lives. The final shot of the movie, I won't give it away, but there's this sort of newfound family or this idea of like what the rest of life could look like. Yeah, I mean, you see the ship here. It's very
spoilers.
No spoilers. There's an alien ship in the movie about alien ships.
Aliens, what?
Yeah. But they're just to wrap it up, they carry the coming of age story incredibly well through the alien sort of narrative, and I can't recommend this movie highly enough.
Good pick. Thank you for making us watch it as something I meant to watch. So because of you, I was forced. Thanks.
Happy to do it.
Welcome to Earth.
Do not eject it. Do not eject. Do not eject this. Do not eject this.
Oh my God, Little Dumpy wants me to talk about my pick. So Little Dumpy, my pick. I'm not calling you that, Tom, or Bill. I'm not calling you that either.
I don't mind.
I won't do it. My pick this week is Night of the Creeps. from 1985, I think, directed by Fred Decker, and I guess what's his name? The black guy. That oh my god, that sounded so horrible. Shane Black.
Ian Lyons.
No, the writer.
Incomparable.
Shane. I suck. I'm sorry, everybody. Shane Black.
And it was I think it was 1986, just to keep the and I'm sure that's the thing that the commenters are going to get really upset about, that you fucked the year.
Get commenters finally.
Yay!
I'm sorry. But I guess Fred Decker and Shane Black were roommates, and I guess Shane Black helped out on the script, and then Lethal Weapon happened and that landed and he was off. But anyway, this is such a fun
They also worked on Monster Squad.
Oh, yes, that little movie, which came after this one, or I guess as this one was coming out. But let's go to the trailer of this one so I can recover from sounding stupid. Night of the Creeps.
The night of the fall is finally here. For Chris, Cindy, and JC. It's going to be the best night of their lives. But tonight is also the night of the creeps. From a world unknown comes a nightmare unimagined. First, they are under you, around you, on you, and then inside you.
They get in through your mouth, and you walk around while they incubate, even if you're dead.
They are a new breed of terror.
Freeze!
They are a different kind of horror.
Zombies, exploding heads, creepy crawlies. We could have a little problem.
The creeps are taking over.
I got good news and bad news, girls. What? The good news is your dates are here.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
You have never had a night like this. Night of the Creeps. If you scream, you're dead.
This movie barely got a theatrical release. It trickled out onto VHS, and back in those days, I got tricked into watching so many bad horror movies. So when I saw this, I'm like, this is going to be stupid. And this movie wants to be a schlocky B movie, and it just embraces it and has so much fun. There's great practical effects. I think the two leads, opposite of your pick, Tom, I think they were a bit weak, Jason Lively and the other guy, but I think they get better as the film goes along. But the other guy, I'm going to watch what I say now, Tom Atkins, I think he is so good in this. And I got to say, well, we were talking before we started that in our jobs, we run into people that are, semi-known, and maybe it's not all that exciting because we've done it a bunch. They're just people. But I got so excited when I saw him at a Starbucks.
Wow.
He was at Starbucks. Yes, outside of one of those horror conventions, but I was still like, and he said hi to me as he walked past the line because I think he could see me like, oh my God. But that was cool. He's great in this. I think it's a lot of fun. And I can't recommend it enough for just a goofy horror movie. What do you think, Tom?
When Tom Atkins came up in the opening, because I had not seen Night of the Creeps before this podcast. I'm very glad that I did. I really enjoyed it. It's right up my alley in terms of tone. And yeah, when Tom Atkins came up, oh, look at that guy. Where'd you find that photo of me? When Tom Atkins came up in the credits, I was like, oh, we're in for something. He essentially plays like a hammered Dr. Loomis from Halloween.
Oh, totally.
Kind of stumbling around, trying to get his arms around whatever insanity is going on in this small town. But I loved this as this sort of, I know it's kind of like got like a zombie alien bent to it, but I really got big like Reanimator vibes from Beyond.
Oh, sure.
Like it really does have this Lovecraftian backbone taking place at this university. These experiments going on. Oh my God, David Paymer showed up. I was like, oh, yes! David Paymer's here too. Wow.
Right.
What other character actors want to wander through this thing?
The cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. What?
Oh, look. Oh, we love Salem. The 80s were pretty rough for Salem, but he figured it out by the 90s.
Came back by the 90s.
Your old friend. You were in Sabrina.
That's right. Oh, that was like my one credit before I met you. Oh.
I know. Oh, well, geez. Okay, well, this is a good time. I'm taking the time now just to talk about, I'm taking 20 seconds of privilege time to say how proud I am of Ian Lyons and to be living in the summer of Ian Lyons with not only your incredible yet brief appearance in Widow's Bay, too brief. Good thing there's a second season coming. And Super Troopers 3, which I am so excited for. I am just
Thanks,
I'm glad that I bought Ian Lyons stock early.
You got me going. I give you credit.
No, I don't know about that. But I was
on
there.
Tubi.
Hey,
What?
it's on Tubi.
No, where's yours?
You could come to my apartment and try to take this out of my hand too. You could do that too.
Your cold dead hand. Sorry.
I'm just so proud of you, man. And yes, back to the movie where B+, but hey, that's
I'll
good
take
grade.
it.
That's honor
That's
roll.
higher than I ever got in school, so I'll take
That's
it.
honor roll. Sorry for derailing the conversation with how proud I am of you. Night of the
Thank
Creeps,
you, Tom.
though. Yeah,
I'm proud of you too.
The pride.
I
And
know,
Bill,
I
I'm
mean
proud
it.
of you as well while we're talking about
I
it.
am proud of Bill from college, and he's like this screenwriter, and he's making movies. He got things in the pipeline. It's really exciting.
This is Ian's dive.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I meant it sincerely.
There's
though.
enough to go
That's
around.
really cool.
Like
Okay.
the alien virus that's spreading through the town. There's enough pride to go around, right?
Sorry.
I do disagree with you. I know that you weren't crazy about the two lead performances, and I do see what you mean where like it does kind of get better as it goes. I think we settle into something that's a little more when we're in the sort of like sex comedy tone of the first act, the sort of like 80s sex comedy tone. They're a little more grating, but when that starts to get stripped away as the sort of invasion storyline becomes more and more prevalent, I do actually think they really settle into something really nice. Such that by the time the best friend, I think his name is let's see, JC. By the time JC bites it, that actually kind of emotionally hits. It's done in such a way. Well, okay. By the time JC, I didn't say what he bites.
Oh, true. Could
you put the alien ship from Vast of Night up? That's the fucking whole payoff of the movie.
Oh, I thought there was a photo from something else.
Well, yeah, but it's a spoiler.
Oh,
but
shit,
yeah,
sorry.
so I think they really figure it out by the end. But yeah, Tom Atkins, obviously the star performance here. He is so funny. Every time he answers the phone, just like thrill me.
I love that.
Just absolutely doesn't give a shit. He's
And
so
he was the
over
military
everything.
guy in Lethal Weapon, which Shane Black wrote.
Oh wait, he was in Lethal Weapon? I don't remember.
First one. He's the one that hires Murdoch about his daughter, and then he gets shot by the helicopter. Have you seen Lethal Weapon, or do you just watch?
I loved Lethal Weapon in its day. I totally loved it, and he was also in Halloween 3 and the Fog.
We cannot forget Halloween 3. We can't forget Halloween 3.
It's not very good, but I know people love it. Are you one of those lovers of it, Tom?
I don't love it, but I do really appreciate. I don't love it as a Halloween movie, but I love it as like an 80s sort of hidden gem in that. I wouldn't say I love it.
Okay, I forgive you. I take back everything nice I said about you, though. Bill, what do you think? I'm kidding. No, Bill, what do you think about Night of the Creeps?
Well, I'm a little traumatized after the Living Dead. What was that awful movie you made me watch?
Handling the Undead, or was it the Christmas horror one with the baby?
No.
Return of the Living Dead. This one.
Yeah. The morgue one.
This one.
That was brutal.
So
I had
so
very
good.
low expectations, and right away I was like, "This is so well directed." I disagree with you. I think Jason Lively is great. I loved him in European Vacation.
You said he's related to Blake Lively, didn't you? Tell me that?
Half brother.
Yeah,
and Robin.
I didn't know
Lively.
that.
And Robin Lively, star of Teen Witch.
Yep.
Oh, who knew?
If you were a girl in the 80s, you know about Teen Witch. It's like that and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's like the only movies made for females back then. So yeah. But Tom, so I was shocked by how well Fred Decker did directing. He did a really awesome job. I don't know what happened on RoboCop 3.
Oh.
No, it's 2. Which one did he do? 2?
After 1, they weren't good, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
2 or 3.
I think he did 2, and then
There's no way to know.
Yeah.
And so then he's one of the writers on one of the Ejectables, Ricochet, which I love also. So,
oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. So, I couldn't believe how well of a job. I was kind of shocked that I could watch it. Yeah.
Did you watch because I got the beautiful 4K because it had the director's cut. Yes. And I believe Tom watched the director's cut. Did you see the director's cut, which ends with a spaceship?
Sure. Yeah.
Did you watch that version?
Yes.
Those feels like lie yeses.
No, I rented it from Movie Madness in Portland.
Okay, I believe you now. Okay, anyway, everyone go check it out. I think it's really good. But meanwhile, we have something very important to say.
Oh no, not again. Do not eject it. Do not eject. Do not eject this. Do not eject this.
Did you take that from Spaceballs?
Yeah. I mean, Little Dumpy did, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Little Dumpy wants to know what you picked, Bill, for this week's show.
I picked 1991's Paramount Pictures' Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky. Shall we go to the trailer and then continue our discussion about it, Bill
Sure.
Narducci?
How does it think? What makes it move? Why does it breathe? Questions anyone would ask about a man if they'd never seen one before. So for 5 days, a man was borrowed. It has become the most famous case of UFO abduction ever reported. Fire in the Sky. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, March 12th at theaters everywhere.
Oh, scary.
So
why, Bill?
So when Ian gave me this topic, I'm not the biggest sci-fi alien nerd. And I was listening to Josh Safdie on Joe Dante's podcast where he talked about the movies that influenced him. And he brought up this and they were like, really? And I remember but Josh likes what he likes. And I remember like that was a pretty good fucking movie. And I remember James Garner was in it. So I was like, okay, let's let me pick this movie. And to me, it's a true story based on this guy and his friends. They're all in the 70s and they're all like middle class working people. And one of them gets abducted. And when he comes back, no one believes about what happened. And so what I really liked, to me, the movie was really a metaphor for trauma. So it's not really about aliens to me. It's about, anyone can go through an emotional time and how you have PTSD and how people react. And that's what I loved about it. It was so beautifully shot. So
yeah,
Robert Lieberman is the director. And okay, this is really, so in 1990, he did a movie called All I Want for Christmas because Brandon Tartikoff was the president of Paramount. And they made a movie in a month. And at the time, this was like a cardinal sin. People were ragging on it. They're saying, how dare you make a movie in a month? It's so crazy. Now, most low budget movies are made in a month. And then most major movies are shot in 2 months. The 3-month thing, unless you're Chris Nolan or like Happy Gilmore 2, you're filming in 3 months. But that's really the exception now and not the rule. So after all the shit he got for All I Want for Christmas, Brendan Tartikoff's, because I watched the director's commentary with it to give you some information
For All I Want for Christmas?
Yes, I have that on 4K Blu-ray.
Is that Thora Birch?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love how you're like, is that Thor? Yes. You have the poster in the background.
I did. I remember that. And the kid, what's his name? Ethan Embry, right?
Maybe.
I'm sorry. Go on.
And so Brendan's like, I owe you one. You took one for the team. What movie do you want to make? And so he always loved this book called The Walton Experience. And he goes, I want to make this into a movie. So Brandon Tartikoff just let him make the movie. It was crazy. And so it kind of did well. They didn't, I think they wanted it to be a bigger hit. It's absolutely gorgeous looking. They couldn't shoot in Arizona because 1970s Arizona was that no longer exists. So they had to shoot in Roseburg, Oregon, which is because I was like, this is not Arizona because I live in Portland, Oregon. So I was like, it's crazy. D.B. Sweeney is great. Peter Berg is great. James Garner's unbelievable. They pretty much, the filmmakers pretty much know this is complete fucking bullshit. This never really happened. That he probably laced their drinks with LSD and said he was abducted. But in terms of movie about trauma, I just think it's one of the best movies of the 90s. What do you guys think?
Tom?
I would say I liked, but did not. I appreciated this movie, but I can't say that I would say this is probably my third favorite of the three that we watched this week.
I'm winning.
I did find the abduction scenes that sort of bookend the movie, both of those to be done really, really well. Something that we haven't quite touched on about this movie. I think the secret thing that was my favorite thing about this movie, cinematography by the wonderful, the incomparable, the great Bill Pope.
Yeah,
who went on, has done
the Matrix.
Innumerable incredible things.
He's the Pope.
The Matrix, though, he's the Pope of cinematography, I think. But to your point about the Matrix, you can really see the seeds of what he's going to go on to do in the Matrix in this movie, and especially in the scene where DB Sweeney wakes up in that pod. That basically happens verbatim in the Matrix, where Neo wakes up and finds that he's being turned into a battery. Very similar.
And he puts his hands in the guts of the other guy. That was so cool.
Yeah, I really liked some of the effects which you see in the trailer. That image of the sort of rubber stretching over his face, really, really nightmarish there. And that's again, that scene that ends the movie is so intense and well done. I did find where the Vast of Night, for instance, really, I feel like nails the sort of connective tissue between those sort of centerpiece moments. I felt like this one was a little more ambling, a little less focused, I guess, for me anyway. I did like Robert Patrick's performance. I thought he was really good in this movie, but I did find myself getting a little, starting to lose the plot a little bit as we kind of came into Act 3. I think Act 2 is pretty slow.
I remember being excited to see this when it came to the theater because the trailer shows those alien abduction scenes. And then back then I remember being disappointed. This time I have to say I enjoyed the movie up to that point, and maybe because I knew what happens there. But I think once DB Sweeney kind of takes over as the lead and we leave Robert Patrick behind, I got really bored. Not bored. It's just like he comes back. He's such... I don't mean to be mean to him as an actor, but he's just kind of a void of an actor, if that's a nice thing to say. And the movie kind of falls.
But it's true to what you feel, and that's fine.
Thank you. No, it's just I felt like there was nothing there.
You're not a cutting edge fan?
I'm not a cutting edge fan, though I liked what's her name in it, the toe pick thing. Yeah, I don't really dig him, and I think once we lose Robert Patrick, the movie just kind of loses its.
Lively or Tom Atkinson. But...
No, he's not.
Yes.
No, I don't mean to, but I think the movie just kind of rushes once we get to that point, and then that mystery we've been building up toward is just sort of like, oh, here it is, and it's over. I don't know. It looked great.
It's not about the alien abduction. It's a character piece about.
Well, that's what I was really enjoying, that kind of mystery and building and talking with these guys who are dealing with this thing. That I really appreciated. But once we got to this point, I was like, and then just sort of ended abruptly. I don't hate it. I think there's a lot of good there, and the Pope did great work. It looks amazing,
especially on Blu-ray. Yeah,
this is what Ebert said.
The aliens, who look like your standard movie aliens, naked, hairless, with spindly limbs and great big eyes. But those scenes inside the ship really did give me the feeling of looking at something from another world, and I enjoyed them. They're good. The rest of the movie basically consists of a lot of local folks standing around gossiping about whether or not these guys are telling the truth, and that got to be so boring, I give the movie thumbs down in spite of the spaceship.
I had the exact same reaction both ways. The guys were boring, the creatures were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It does, of course, raise that constant question, is why do aliens always visit guys who wear plaid work shirts? I mean,
yes, that's a question I've often asked myself.
Never in the city. You know, a city folk would be welcome. We would welcome them as well.
Sure.
But we don't have it happen. The aliens are very good. The rest of the picture, cornball.
Coming from a pair that gave thumbs down to Die Hard and Home Alone.
And they're dead.
Yes. Those two things. Those are both true.
This is, but I think that was a good pick. I think for the first 3 quarters, I was intrigued, which I kind of felt the opposite of Siskel and Ebert there.
Yeah, I could have done without the spaceship stuff. To me, the drama, James Garner, it was unbelievable.
I agree. I totally agree with you. This is on a different note, but I just found this Topher Grace, I guess, edited together the 3 prequels of Star Wars because we're on a sci-fi episode. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm very aware of that. How do you have a copy? What is that? What we're looking at is like a VHS type copy of that supercut.
It's Topher Grace did this edit of the 3 prequels into like a tight thriller, I guess, to focus on Anakin Skywalker's rise up into being Darth Vader. It's 85 minutes long. But I'm not promoting this because she doesn't pay us to promote it, but Katie Video is where I got it for like $20.
That's pretty good. I've always wanted to watch that.
Smells good. Yeah,
I believe
it is VHS.
Okay.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, something like, and just to give people a sense of like how radically they treat the prequels and how recklessly abandoned they are with it. I believe that cut opens with the Darth Maul duel from Phantom Menace, and they basically don't do anything else from Phantom Menace. So they really do. They cut that thing to the bone.
All the little kid stuff supposedly is gone, but I will tell you after I watch it. Maybe we'll do it for an episode.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay, and you could come back. All right.
I could talk about the prequels all day.
Oh, that'd be actually great. Okay, we'll talk. Anyway, we're at the point of the show where you have to pick the movie that is not your own pick, Tom, as your favorite movie of the episode. What do you pick, Tom?
Well, I have to imagine that nobody having listened to this will be too shocked. I really, really dug Night of the Creeps. I think that would be the one that I choose.
I understand your high quality taste.
Yeah. I'm very well known for it. But yeah, no, Night of the Creeps, I had a blast with. It is the platonic definition of a midnight movie. I think I watched it past midnight. I really had a great experience with it.
On the big screen?
On my balcony theater, Balcon du Cinema, famous on social media. Yeah.
Another reason I'm proud of you. Bill, what do you pick as your favorite movie of the week? I think I know.
The Vast of Night.
The Vast of Night. I also choose The Vast of Night, though I do think there is stuff to really appreciate in Fire in the Sky, but Vast of Night is all the way solid. So what does he get there, Bill? A picture of us skydiving or... Oh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? I don't know. He's going to gift you.
Oh my God. Oh, yay!
Sparklers in my eyeballs.
Yay! Hooray! He's blind.
I haven't needed that for a while. Or me with a mustache before I met Tom.
Curls. Look at all that bleach.
That's after I met Bill, but before I met Tom. Yeah, anyway, everyone, you can find these movies in various places. Let's see. You can find Night of the Creeps, a beautiful 4K, which I was just holding, or you can rent it on iTunes, Prime, YouTube. Vast of Night is free with your Prime subscription, and Fire in the Sky can be found free on MGM Plus, but who has that? And Pluto, or you can rent it so you don't have to deal with commercials.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's not that expensive to rent. Anyway, Tom, thank you so much for your time. Where can people follow and stalk you?
I am most easily followable and stalkable on Instagram. My handle is Tom Jorgensen. So my name is right there. Just kind of flip the T and the J and you got me.
Tom Jorgensen. Okay.
And then look for my stuff on IGN. Just search Tom Jorgensen IGN, and then all of my opinions about things will come up and you can disagree with them at your leisure.
On Rotten Tomatoes, one of your reviews just popped up when I was checking out. And I was like, oh my God, there's Tom. That was kind of cool. That was really cool.
It's always a little weird.
Everyone like, share, tell your friends, and make sure to follow Tom Jorgensen. And stand by for a minute, Tom, and goodbye, everyone.
From downright bad to epic fails, we say it's all good. The Ejectables, yeah, they're misunderstood.
Flick a hole